Hey guys, it's Bren, and we've got a big haul to talk about today. I have 8 different new Bath & Body Works candles, and normally when I do a haul video like this, I've spent some time with the candles and I've kind of like formed an opinion already, but I'm going to tell you that is not what we're doing today because I just got these, got home. I have sniffed them all like maybe a couple times, like once in the store and once when I got home, and I grabbed some other candles that I want to use for comparison, but I still these are still pretty new to me, so I'm still kind of giving you like a first impression, and whenever I do that, sometimes I like will stop filming, and then like 10 minutes later, I'll be like, oh, yeah, I know what that smells like now, and I will have forgotten, but that's okay, you know, if it's a necessary addition to the video, I'll put it in some text or put it in the description, but you can always follow me on Instagram at Candles and Music if you want my kind of later thoughts or daily thoughts or thoughts as I go to burn these individually. I'm really not sure at this point which ones I'm going to end up keeping and burning, or if there might be some returns or exchanges in here. Now, I did get a pretty good price. Pains me to say that because they were still, I think, like 10 something. But a pretty good price for what they go for these days because they were on sale for $12.95, and I had a 20% off coupon. They did not send me one this time, but it was from my mom. And then I also had cashed in like my Chase reward points on a $50 gift card that I only paid like $45 for of worth of points or something. So sometimes I'll do that, but still spent a good chunk of money. But yeah, I mean, I got the best price that I could on these. I think it's a little bit better if you do like buy 2 get 2 with a 20% off. But anyway, I was just happy that my store had these because I wasn't sure they were going to be out. They just popped up online. I've heard that some stores don't have them out yet. And there was only one candle in the whole bunch, which was the Rainbow Waves, that I had to ask for, and they went in the back and grabbed it for me. But all the rest of these were out. So it was actually a pretty easy trip. But that all being said, let's go ahead and get into it. So I've got 2 from this kind of, I don't know what this collection is officially called. I feel like it's kind of like a boardwalk collection. You know, Summer Boardwalk is in the collection. Berry Waffle Cone, it has kind of a, I don't know, carnival-ish type of theme. So I've got these 2 from that collection. And then I have the entire Rainbow Waves collection. I have all of these with the paint strokes on them. We'll talk about them all. But I'm going to start with what I'm calling the Boardwalky Summer Collection. So even though these are 8 different new scents, I believe they all are, at least they all have new names, I do suspect there's a couple repackages here in the haul today. I'm going to start with one that I think is a repackage, I'm pretty sure, and that's the Caramel Cream Soda. So the notes on this one are caramel syrup, bubbly cream soda, and rich vanilla. And, you know, I don't really like caramel. You guys know that. Sometimes it's okay. I like Cider Lane and some of that. I'm not a huge fan of the really super sweet caramel scents like caramel pumpkin swirl or something like that. I don't know. Caramel's hit or miss with me, but generally I find it a little too sweet. This candle doesn't smell anything like caramel, maybe just a little bit, but like really not getting it. And when I was checking out, the sales associate said the same thing. She's like, this one's interesting. It doesn't smell like caramel to me though. It smells kind of like root beer. And I was like, yeah, I get that. And then I was like, oh, I know exactly what this is. And when I got it home, I did a side-by-side real quick here before I started filming. So I'm still hesitant to say it's an exact repackage of vanilla cola candy. If there's a difference, caramel cream soda is a little sweeter because they've put a little caramel in it. Maybe that's what it is. I'm gonna have to burn it and see. But maybe it's like 95% the same. But I would say if there's a difference, it's that they've added a tiny bit of caramel to the caramel cream soda, which makes it a little sweeter. But so similar. Yeah, when I kind of warm them up and I sort of rub my finger on them to warm up the oil, I do get a little bit more of a difference. At least 90% the same. Maybe not full repackage, but gosh, really, really close. And if you all never had vanilla cola candy, it smells almost just like one of those bottle cap candies. I remember getting those when I was trick-or-treating as a kid, and they're kind of like chalky. They almost look like Tums or something, but they have different soda pop flavors. And there was one that was just cola, and that's exactly what vanilla cola candy smells like. And I don't get too much vanilla from it, maybe just a little bit. This vanilla cream soda, caramel cream soda, I mean, same thing. It smells like a bottle cap candy. There might be a bit of added sweetness or a bit of caramel added, but they're still very, very similar. Similar enough that I thought it was a repackage till I really sat here with it. I'll have to burn them and see if I still think it's a repackage, but it's very close. Moving on to the other candle that I grabbed in this collection, and there was also, I think I already said, there's also Summer Boardwalk, Berry Waffle Cone. There's like a sea salt and sails. I don't know if that's new or not. I think that it is, but it's a very much a cologne type of scent, and I don't really do cologne scents, so I don't know if it's a repackage or not. It smelled pretty good, just not my thing. But I definitely, this is the only one I picked up two of. The chocolate banana mudslide, I did pick up two. I didn't know if I should because even in the store, I was thinking this is similar to banana split milkshake and I have a bunch of those. Do I need to? I don't know, but I was just trying to get in and out and make quick decisions. So I was like, I can always exchange it. I can always return it. So yeah, I have two of these. Now, I do have my banana split milkshake here. And I think that's the closest one that we can use for comparison. I kind of went through all my banana candles over there and thought about it, and I was like, I don't think I need to grab any of the other ones. This is the closest match, but they are different. So banana split milkshake is sweet banana chocolate sauce, cherry on top, and chocolate banana mudslide is frozen bananas, chocolate syrup, crushed ice, and splash of rum even. So there is a difference, but also a similarity. I would say the main difference here is that banana split milkshake has that banana candy, kind of artificial banana smell, like a banana runts candy or even like a banana Laffy Taffy or something, but my mind goes to the runts, the little banana shaped ones. You get a little bit of chocolate in banana split milkshake. Chocolate banana mudslide, the banana is not so candy-like, and banana split milkshake, it didn't really translate too much burning. The candy smell was more of a cold sniff thing, and it didn't smell too much like candy burning. But you're not getting that on chocolate banana mudslide as much. I don't want to say it's a realistic banana either, though, because it's not. It's more of like, I would say it smells kind of like a banana ice cream, which would make sense, right? As opposed to a banana candy, like the banana split milkshake one. But it's still very much there, and then the chocolate is turned up a little bit. So it's a little heavier on the chocolate. Banana is there, but it's not so candy-like. It's more like if you've ever had like banana ice cream, that's kind of what it's giving me. And then, I mean, I'm not really getting rum or anything boozy, but they put, booze in a lot of the notes on these candles. It doesn't really smell like that, But I like it. I like it a lot. And I'm not huge on chocolate scents, but I do like banana scents. The chocolate here, I don't know what other kind of chocolate I could compare it to because it's not quite like the hot fudge sundae or chocolate lava cake exactly. I don't know. It's kind of just a typical chocolate. Nothing's ringing a bell as far as other chocolate candles that it smells like. But I'm excited about that one. It smells really good. All right. Perhaps I need to go a little faster. I don't know. This is just going to be a long one. Okay, so let's move on to the other collection that I have now. I don't know what to call this collection. Paint strokes, perhaps. But I like it. I think that these are really pretty, especially because I have all of them and they look really nice all together. How should we do this? Where should we start? I will start with, I'll just start with the one that's in my hand here because I'm very close to calling this one a repackage too, but it's another case of like, maybe it's like 95% the same, but not exactly the same as Sweet Kettle Corn. But this is Buttery Popcorn, okay? And the notes on this are melted butter, fresh popcorn, sprinkle of sea salt. So of course I grabbed my Sweet Kettle Corn, which came out around Thanksgiving, right? This was like a Thanksgiving release last year. And this says popped kettle corn, creamy caramel sprinkled with sugar and sea salt. And kettle corn is sweeter than regular old popcorn, but this is still a very buttery scent too, but you get a little bit of sweetness with it. The Buttery Popcorn candle, again, it's like 90 to 95% the same as Sweet Kettle Corn, but I do feel like it's less sweet. Perhaps a little bit more buttery It really smells like artificial movie theater butter. I don't know if that's good or not. And while sweet kettle corn is buttery, little less of that fake butter scent and a little bit, again, a little sweeter, but it's pretty authentic. Well, I don't know if that's the right word. It smells like fake movie theater butter popcorn, if that's what they're going for. But yeah, I think this is gonna smell like very buttery. Kind of reminds me of the buttered popcorn Jelly Bellies, which I think are disgusting, but somebody obviously likes them. Yeah, so very similar to the sweet kettle corn, but perhaps there's a little bit of a difference, a 10% difference or so, if that even, if that. I already have a couple sweet kettle corns, so I'll burn this buttery popcorn and see if I like it better. I feel like I might like the sweet kettle corn better, but I don't know. I think they're going to be really, really similar. But yes, this one, it's very buttery smelling. Okay. Next, you know what? This one's interesting. The red, white, and blue cake. I don't know what to think of this. The notes are red raspberries, ripe blueberries, and whipped vanilla cream. Oh, and soft cake. This is odd smelling on cold. I think it might be one of those where it's better when it's warmed up. Let's warm up the wax here. This one, they had no good ones with good wick placement, so I had to get one where they're all kind of off center. It bothers me so much, but they were all like, there's only 3 of them, and they were all like that. Smells better warmed up. I can tell this will smell better burning. So I don't know what to compare this to. I get the white cake for sure. Smells a little bit like, if you remember the angel food cake candle, where it's just giving that kind of like shortcake or I guess angel food, like white cake smell. And then you get like, but it's sour too from the berries. I don't know that I can really pick out blueberry, but there's a tart berry, makes me think of raspberry with it. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird to have that sweet white cake and that tart tangy berry scent together, but it could work. I mean, it works good, in food when you eat that. More I smell this one, the more it's growing on me. I'm curious to see how it's going to do burning. It does smell kind of light, which is a little worrisome, but you just really don't know until you light it up how strong it's going to be. I'm kind of digging it. As for the berries, I don't know what else I would compare it to. It's tart the same way like raspberry mimosa is tart, but it's not, I don't really think it's that similar to that, but I don't know. Very curious about this one. Very curious to see how it does burning. I don't really know what else to compare it to other than the things that I mentioned. It seems pretty new. I'm excited about that. I like something that's actually truly new and not just a revamp of something else. Okay, let's do sour melon drop. This is what the whole bag smelled like. When I brought these home, even though I had 8 different scents in the bag, it all kind of smelled like this melon candle. So this one is strong. Notes are juicy candied watermelon, sour green apple, and bursting honeydew melon. So they do a lot of watermelon candles, obviously, and I think this one smells more like honeydew. It doesn't have that watermelon quality too much. One of the candles I grabbed off the shelf to kind of compare it to is the Sweet Summer Days Watermelon Ice. Maybe it smells a little bit like that. I don't have a coastal watermelon. I feel like maybe it would kind of smell a little bit like coastal watermelon, but I don't have one of those on hand. It's not like watermelon lemonade, really, or any of those. But it definitely has that, like, less sweet quality, or maybe it's more, I don't know. Would you say watermelon is more sweet or honeydew is more sweet? I don't know. It smells like honeydew, though, which is not something I normally like, but it seemed kind of just new and unique. That I decided to go for it. Don't know how I'm going to feel about it. Likely it's not going to be like something that I want a whole bunch of these, but I don't know. There's a cucumber vibe going on too, which is why I grabbed watermelon ice, because I believe that this one has cucumber in it, but I don't know. That one's got kind of a perfumey vibe and stuff. This is better. This is better than that. It is sour. I don't know that I would have picked out like green apple personally, but if you can imagine like a kind of sour melon flavored candy or something, that's basically what I'm getting. It doesn't smell like anything else that I can think of that they've done. Again, maybe coastal watermelon, but I don't have one of those. But you know, that's exciting too. I like newness. Okay. Berry fruit punch. This one's pretty, isn't it? Okay, this one, the notes are tropical berries, sweet pineapple, and freshly juiced oranges. This smells so good on cold, but a lot of times, and I don't want to be pessimistic, but I am being pessimistic, a lot of times they're fruity scents like this that are just like purely fruity. I feel like they turn a little bitter when they're burning and they get a little weird. I hope this doesn't fall in that category. I really want to like it. I feel like there was nothing over there on that shelf. I keep smelling this and I keep thinking it smells familiar. It smells like another Bath & Body Works candle, but I couldn't figure it out. But it definitely does. This is going to be the candle. This is going to be the one that drives me nuts. And then I'll be like lying in bed tonight and all of a sudden I'll be like, that's what it smells like. Future Bren here. I'm editing the video and it's been about an hour since I wrapped filming and it finally dawned on me what the berry fruit punch reminds me of, and I should have been able to figure this out. It reminds me of pink apple punch. It's not the same, but definitely shares some notes. I don't have a pink apple punch, but I have a version of it, which is this Hooray candle. It's also been called like green apple orchard, wasabi apple. Those are all kind of the same, and they have this kind of like sour apple candy vibe. But yeah, that's what I couldn't, like, it just wouldn't connect in my brain. That's what I was thinking of when I smell berry fruit punch. It has some of the same notes as pink apple punch, but it's a lot sweeter, a lot fruitier. It does smell kind of like a Hawaiian punch, tropical punch like drink. So it's almost like they've taken a lot of the apple out of the pink apple punch and instead put like a much sweeter berry. So I think even if you're not a big fan of pink apple punch, and that's one where it's like some people like it, some people don't, I would still say try this one if you like it on cold sniff. But that's what I was thinking of. That's what it was reminding me of. It's a sweeter, more fruity version of pink apple punch. Back to the video. Really curious to hear everyone else's thoughts on this one, and I'm going to just keep my fingers crossed when I light it up that it's good burning too, and it doesn't get kind of weak or bitter like some of their just fruity scents do. Yeah, for sure kind of just smells, in a way, almost just kind of like a Hawaiian punch kind of drink, too. Ooh. Oh, it's so good on cold. Maybe it's kind of reminding me of, like, pixie sticks or something. I don't know. All right. Chocolate chip cookie. So, this one, I don't know if I'm going to end up keeping this. This, first of all, this one feels like an older Bath & Body Works scent to me. This one reminds me maybe of something that was out in like 2013 or 14. But I don't know if I can pinpoint it. I used to have the homemade cookies candle, but it's not quite like that. It's pretty heavy on the chocolate too. So this one is oven baked cookies, gooey chocolate chips, and a hint of flaky salt. And I almost feel like I get a tiny bit of a coffee vibe from this. I don't know where I'm getting that or why I'm getting that, but it almost kind of reminds me of like a hint of the like old espresso bar candle, like just a little bit kind of in there with the chocolate. I don't know why. Probably no one else will get that. That's just a weird me thing maybe. But like it's kind of giving me like a coffee vibe. Just a little. I think that a lot of other people who really dig the chocolate scents will probably do a better job at comparing this to other Bath & Body Works candles, because I do feel like it's very similar to some other chocolate scents, but I'm not an expert really in that category. It doesn't smell exactly like chocolate lava cake or anything like that. It's not like hot cocoa and cream or any of those. It's not like hot fudge sundae, but it is pretty chocolatey. Sorry, my Let me just silence my phone here. People, I'm making a video. Mostly a chocolate scent, maybe a little bit of bakery going on, but for some reason I get a little bit of like a coffee thing too. But again, that could just be me. That might not come through burning. It's kind of sweet. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one. Just grabbed it so I could think about it for a while. And then finally, Rainbow Waves. As I mentioned, this was the only one that wasn't out at my store, and they had to go into the back and grab it for me. And then I smelled it, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I like it. But they went and got it for me, so I'll just get it. The notes here are sangria, bright melon, and misty waters. And I think the reason I'm not crazy about it is because it's just got a little bit of a perfuminess to it. Not really floral. I think it's the misty waters note that I'm smelling. That just, yeah, it just makes it kind of more of a perfumey type scent. Not exactly floral, but mostly perfumey. It's not a fruity one. All of the rest of these candles in this collection have been very like edible type of scents. These smell like things you'd want to eat. You wouldn't want to eat Rainbow Waves. It's more like a perfume. And I'm not really getting any melon sangria. I mean, I don't know. Sangria can smell a lot of different ways. But I don't know, it's not too bad. Think perfumey and like a little bit fruity. I don't really know what else to say. Little bit sour, just a little. Not my thing, but it does feel like if I'm gonna have all the others in the collection, this is the one that like ties them all together because it has all the colors, right? So it kind of feels like I should hang on to it, but I don't know. Really, I do like these labels. I think they did a good job there. All right, team. I don't know what else this would remind me of because I don't really do perfumey scents. So again, that one's kind of out of my, area of expertise. But I'm really excited to get burning. I don't know. Again, Rainbow Waves, I don't know if I'll end up keeping that. I don't know if I'll end up keeping caramel cream soda because it smells so much like vanilla cola candy. Buttery Popcorn too. I probably will burn that one. I'm definitely excited to burn the red, white, and blue cake, sour melon drop, berry punch, the chocolate banana mudslide. So I have many, many things to do, many candles to burn, feedback to give you all. So let me know if you've picked up any of these this weekend, which ones you're most excited about, and also stay tuned to hear my post-burn reviews. If I have enough to say about them, I might do like a post-burn video here on YouTube, but definitely I will be posting my thoughts on Instagram. Again, that's Candles and Music if you want to check me out there. And otherwise, I guess that's it for now. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Wave to Ross, go there. Oh, and there's River. She's over here too. All right, have a good weekend. Bye-bye. So the other night, Kyle and I are playing this card game where like you pull a card and the other person has to do what it says. So I pulled this card that said, do your best impression of me. And Kyle grabs this bottle of lotion that's sitting nearby and he goes, hey guys, it's Bren. And I lost it. I was laughing for like an hour. I mean, maybe you had to be there, but oh my God, it was so funny. I think because like one... accurate, but more so because I didn't really realize he was watching this, or like at least that he was watching the channel enough that he would pick up on the fact that I always say that. So I was just like, it was out of left field. I was not expecting that at all, but oh my God. And now every time I say that, I'm gonna think of that. So thanks a lot, Kyle.